Alrighty, my friends. Hope everyone is doing all right. Sorry about that. We were just having a little bit of technical difficulties on our end with the Wi-Fi. Hopefully it comes out to be better than it was last time. So, like I said, cross your fingers for that. Hope everything goes all right, my friends. Well, once again, glad to have you guys back here yet again. Let me know if it cuts out anymore, because if it does, then, well, I don't know what we're going to have to do next, but, you know, just let me know. Let me know what happens. Let me know if it's running clear or what's going on here. But anyways, my friends, once again, glad to have everybody out there. Let's see. Jonna says, hello again from southeastern Kansas. Hope everyone is having a good evening. It's pretty cold here, but at least no ice or snow yet, says Jonna. Well, obviously, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing good. Chris Hurricane Tracker says, hi. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing all right. Time to Kill says, evening. Hack says, hello again, everyone. What's up? What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing all right. Crystal, Alex, Rain. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing all right out there. So, anyways, yeah, let me know if the stream's doing better now. Because like I said, it was glitching pretty hard there just a moment ago. But anyways, my friends, we'll take a look here at the current radar view. Like I said, we were talking about. So really, we got that winter storm that's basically moving its way out of the northeast here. Essentially, that was quite a crazy storm here. Drove a lot of heavy snow across portions of like the Midwest, upper Midwest regions. Yeah, it definitely is pretty crazy. In which, you know, obviously that has mostly moved out. You know, that's mostly no longer a concern, which is definitely, you know, definitely some good news. That's mostly out of there. Bit of rain actually kicking up here towards the, wow, actually towards me, right here across portions of the Tennessee, Ohio Valley regions. But like I said, when we take a look here at the west, now this is where things start to get a little bit interesting, okay? This is where things start to get a little bit interesting. So, we have ourselves a lot, I mean a lot of moisture that is kicking its way across the west here. Now, this is creating a very big problem for areas here along the upper levels of California. You know, obviously for those upper elevations, you know, we're talking several feet of snow being likely across those regions. Now, what's essentially happened now, this is actually the system that's going to be creating all this severe weather, which, like I said, there's a low pressure system located directly to the west here of, like I said, directly here of Oregon, and this is going to be tracking its way down to the south and eventually moving its way into the country. Now, what's going to happen then, like I said, this is actually going to turn into a quite nasty severe weather event. And like I said, we're actually talking about the possibility of a potential severe weather outbreak. Storm Prediction Center, the overall, like the god of the storms, essentially, they've already talked about the big probability. They already have it maxed out as of right now. So, like I said, this could seriously be a very big problem down in time. So we're going to definitely have to watch out for this here. Anyways, but we take a look here over at the Storm Prediction. I want to go ahead and show you guys the current risk that they have out at the moment. So this is what we're talking about. So for today, we just have a little thunderstorm risk here. Nothing too crazy. Just a few rumbles of thunder across the green. That's about it. Nothing severe, nothing crazy. No tornadoes, no hail, no damaging winds. Basically, same thing for tomorrow. Same thing here for Saturday. But look at this. This is for Sunday. Now, Sunday, this is going to be the big day, okay? So everybody here on Sunday, listen closely. Here on Sunday across areas of northern Texas, pretty much the entirety of Oklahoma, a lot of Kansas, you know, basically the central-ish, eastern, and southern areas of the region, and areas of western Missouri and northwestern Arkansas. These areas is expected to see the possibility of some very, very nasty severe weather. Now, if you're across the orange, congratulations, you are smack dab in the middle of the worst threat here for Sunday, okay? Now, for Monday, they don't have anything out yet if you guys are wanting to know about what's going to happen after Sunday. I do believe as the time does get closer, I really do believe that this risk will be stretched eastward. Okay, I really do believe that this risk will be stretched eastward. Okay, so we got to watch out for that there. So we'll keep it on it. Right now, there's nothing on the Storm Prediction Center talking about, Monday here. But Sunday is the big day, okay? Sunday's the day we have all got to be watching out for and everything like that. So, anyways, but that's that. That's kind of what we're looking at. Overall, it's going to be pretty daggone interesting to see what's going to happen here. So, but anyways, but that's that. So that's kind of what we're talking about. Now, when we looked at the models and everything like that earlier, we were literally talking about, the potential of tornadoes, damaging winds as well being a big concern, and even the possibility there of even some, potential large hail theoretically could be possible. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and switch on over here, guys, to the models momentarily. Yeah, we're going to take a look here over at the models, and we're going to talk about what is going on here, essentially. Which, let me go ahead and bring up the fancy old models here. That way we can actually talk about what's going to happen here. So we are starting to get a lot of support here on this event here. Like I said, this is the big storm here, essentially, in which we're going to definitely have to watch it. Let's see here. How is my day going, says Severe Weather Forecaster? It's going pretty good. Hope your day is going good as well. Once again, glad to have you here. But switching on over here, guys, to the models. So here's what we're talking about. So overall, like I said, we look at the overall energy in the atmosphere. This is basically the thunderstorm's fuel, essentially, okay? Think of this as what the storms eat in order to stay alive. So typically you want to look for those values here of about, essentially you want to see these values of about 500 or more for severe weather, okay? We track way down here in time, which we're going to go to the previous model here. We track way down in time, and we're going to start to get a lot of energy starting to pull its way up across areas of Kansas, throughout areas of Oklahoma, and into portions of Texas, okay? This is all that, that required energy in the atmosphere to fire off severe weather. And take a look here with the GFS model. We're actually talking, a potential decent amount. Now, there is what we call a Captaton effect here. This might prevent some thunderstorms firing off before the cold front gets there, essentially. That might be a little bit of a problem preventing thunderstorms from firing off in the beginning. But once this cold front moves through, yeah, that's gonna obviously create the possibility for more severe weather. Now, here's the thing. Now, I know you guys are probably wanting to know what about the southeast regions. So I honestly think, there's going to be enough energy in the atmosphere to actually fire off some severe storms, potentially, across areas of the far south. It's possible here for basically Monday. So Sunday and Monday, we have got to be watching out for, okay? Sunday and Monday are both days that we have really got to be keeping our eye out here for. Now, the thing that's really got my concern, and like I said, I really believe that tornado potential is going to be quite a big concern, okay? So we switch over here back to, we'll switch over to the Central Plains region. And I'll go ahead and show you guys exactly what we're talking about. So overall, that energy we were talking about will be in for areas here of Kansas and areas of Oklahoma. But like I said, so there's something we look at here. We look at the lower level winds, and you notice how those winds, holy cow, dude, that's upgraded in like, oh my God. Okay, so that's upgraded a lot since the last time I seen that. So this is the winds towards the surface, a couple thousand feet up, and they are screaming to the north at about like almost 50, 60 miles an hour. That is very fast. And what that is telling me, that's telling me there's a pretty big potential that we might be seeing some tornadoes here. We take a look at the upper level winds here in relation to it. And you can actually see how the wind direction changes too. So yeah, based off of that, we have a very strong lower level jet here that we have got to be watching out here for. So we'll keep an eye out there for that. So overall, the winds are present there. They are definitely there to produce, the potential of some very nasty, severe storms and perhaps even maybe some large tornadoes. The only thing I have a question about right now is the amounts of energy that's in the atmosphere, okay? That's basically kind of what we are looking at. In which, honestly, like I said, according to the GFS here, the American model, there is enough energy in the atmosphere to fire off just normal thunderstorms and perhaps maybe a few severe storms as well. I'm going to have to wait until we get more, like I said, I'm going to have to wait until we get more of the, the support of a lot more energy before I can really start saying a lot of things about this. But honestly, being quite frank with you guys, this, from what it looks like, this is definitely going to be, all the ingredients do seem to be there. They do. I mean, look at this. So basically, we track way down in time. We have this area off on the western coast. Now, this is the guy that's basically bringing a whole bunch of... Think of this as the engine, right? Think of this as the main engine that's really kicking it off here. But look at that. So we have this big low-pressure system tracking its way across the southwest, bringing in some cold air and absolutely blasting it. Which, I mean, look at this. This is just wicked. So here's your dew point temperatures. Low-pressure system right there. A lot of warm air is starting to pull up and basically pulling into the low pressure here. And then the opposite's happening on the backside where we have a lot of cold air that's actually coming in pushing behind. So we have this big mixing pot, essentially, of, warm and cold air mixing together, right? That's basically how these systems, typically work. But that's what we're looking at. That's kind of what we are seeing here. So we are seeing this big mixing pot really kick through. So you're going to notice those temperatures be quite warm. We're talking a pretty warm trend for the southeast here. I mean, if we take a look here over at the temperatures, I mean, with this event here, I mean, we're going to be seeing these temperatures, getting well into the 70s. I mean, perhaps all the way up into the Ohio Valley region. Like I said, we took a look here over towards the Midwest. Look at this, mid-60s all across the Ohio Valley. Looks definitely looks quite possible. So that's what I mean. So this is going to be bringing a warm trend for a lot of people too, which is definitely going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, but like I said, I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at here as of right now. So things are definitely, they're definitely set to be quite aggressive. I'm talking about here. And like I said, the thing that's really got me a little concerned is the fact that those winds are so daggone strong here towards the, towards the lower levels of the atmosphere. Like I said, this is what we call the lower level jet, the LLJ. And basically, like I said, there's a lot of strong winds here at the lower portions of the atmosphere that's basically screaming up here to the north. So basically, that's gonna create that kick for possible tornadoes. And obviously, the wind direction changes as you go up in the atmosphere. It changes more to the east northeast, essentially. So, like I said, with that wind direction and that wind speed change there, like I said, that's gonna bring the big possibility of essentially, once again, the possibility for some very large tornadoes. And like I said, the main risk area here, if I also take you guys back over here to the Storm Prediction Center, like I said, the big risk here is for Sunday, okay, for Sunday. And like I said, if you guys are across any of these highlighted areas, okay, if you're across the yellow, you have a 15% chance of seeing severe weather here on Sunday, which might not sound like much, but that's mixing the possibilities of tornadoes, large hail, and potential damaging winds here, okay? So keep that in mind. So that includes areas here of northern Texas, areas here of the sides of eastern and western Oklahoma, portions here throughout central and eastern Kansas, western areas of Missouri, and basically northwestern Arkansas. And then you have the bullseye, the big boy here, the big risk here for Sunday. And this is across that orange. And you can see that the maximum percentage that goes up is 30%. This is already maxed out, showing that there's a 30% chance of seeing severe weather across the areas here in the orange. So like I said, obviously for areas here in north central Texas, kind of towards areas here, basically near Wichita Falls, essentially. Yeah, Wichita Falls is included with that, cutting straight through central Oklahoma, including Oklahoma City and Wichita, Kansas. Those regions actually included there as well. So cutting straight through areas of Texas, into areas of Oklahoma, and into areas here of southern Kansas. Like I said, this is the big day. Sunday is looking definitely quite nasty. This is looking definitely quite nasty. So we're going to definitely have to watch out for that. And like I said, the maximum scale only goes up to 30%. It goes up to 30% chance, which is definitely really, really crazy here. Let's see here. Hack, thank you so much. $20 donation. Oh, that's super sweet of you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much for the support. Greatly appreciated. You absolutely rock, my friend. Big shout out goes to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Definitely helps out. But like I said, my friends, it's going to be quite crazy. It's going to be really, really crazy. Once again, Hack, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Super sweet of you. That definitely means a lot. But seriously, like I said, this is just something we definitely have got to be watching out here for. Now, I'll tell you what, we're going to take you guys over here to the models once again here, and we're going to take a look and see what's expected out of this here. So essentially, like I said, watch the west here. Watch what's going on in the west. A lot of snow for those upper elevations. And like I said, there's areas in the upper ranges here of, upper ranges of California that's expected to see like several feet of snow as a result from the system. And so, like I said, you're going to notice this guy is rotating, and it's going to eventually turn its way into the United States. And that's going to create a lot of warm air to pull up into the country from the Gulf of Mexico. and everything's going to start to really start kicking, essentially. So like I said, we track our way down here in time and look at that. So we have the swirl going on here, a lot of moisture you can see continuously driving its way into California. But like I said, eventually, as you can start to see how it goes more from north to south, it starts turning to the east here. You can see at the latest frames. And eventually, if we take that down even a little bit further in time, like I said, if we take that down and further in time, you notice how that actually goes into the central United States, kicks off, and everything like that. Now, here's the thing. It's not just the severe weather possibilities, okay? It's not just the severe weather possibilities. There is also the threat for winter weather out of this once again, for the north. So that is something we got to be watching out for. So across the areas here, as of the latest information and everything like that, there's been talks of more winter weather being possible across areas of Wisconsin, possibly Minnesota, moving through areas of Michigan, and a lot of snow for the Northeast looks quite possible in the latest GFS model. Now, once again, models are not perfect. It's going to take some time before these, really start to, come to an agreement here. But like I said, I mean, that's just crazy. That's just absolutely crazy. So, like I said, this system's going to be creating a possible, a very, very big concern for nasty severe weather, as well as the potential here of, like I said, some winter weather across the north. So that's something we're going to have to definitely watch out for, as yet again, more winter weather could be possible here. Let's see, where do I think it'll be shifted in the coming days? So what we got to look at here is actually from yesterday's risk that they had here. It was actually shifted more west. In the latest, like I said, for today's update, the risk actually shifted eastward. So we'll see what happens with this. And like I said, as this cold front progresses eastward, I guarantee you that severe weather risk will too. Like I said, obviously for Sunday, this is, the big day. This is for Sunday right here. Once again, if you guys are anywhere across those highlighted areas, you got to be on the lookout, okay? If you know anybody there, give them a heads up, let them know, everything like that. But like I said, if we take a look here back over, like I said, if we take a look here, for Monday, there is no risk as of now. It says predictability too low. Now, it does not say potential too low. As you can see in some other days how it says potential too low, that means that there's no risk at all for severe weather. However, for Monday, they have predictability too low, meaning that it's still a little bit, once again, it's predictability too low basically means that it's still a little early to tell, okay? But like I said, we looked back at the models here, just a few moments ago, and it does appear that there will be enough energy in the atmosphere to potentially fire off some more storms across the southeast. It looks quite probable. It definitely does. And I'll tell you what, we're going to bring you guys back over here to the models to go ahead and show you what I was talking about. Like I said, so typically look for these values here of about 500 or above. Really over 1,000 is, pretty good for, possibility of severe weather. But look at this. So we have enough energy across areas here of, Mississippi, throughout areas of Louisiana. I mean, those values here just creep above 500 in some areas there, or get near it anyways. Which, like I said, obviously, as these new, as the new models continue to push out and, continue to move throughout, obviously, we're going to get more information on that. Like I said, I really want to wait till the NAM models, basically the mid-range models start to really come out into effect here. And once these models start to show, which tomorrow night, we should have a much better view of things here. But like I said, you can see here at the end of the NAM model, which is a mid-range model, you can see how there's a lot of, like I said, you can basically see how there's the support starting to pop up there right at the end. And like I said, it does appear that we are seeing, according to the NAM model, it does not show as much energy in the atmosphere. So like I said, it really just depends on which model you look at here. And everything like that. The RDPS model, yeah, this one shows a lot more though. The Canadian RDPS model, look at this. So this one actually shows a heck of a lot more instability in the atmosphere. Yeah, look at that. Those values here actually well over 1,000. And like I said, basically what I was talking about, guys, is you're looking for these about 500 or higher. Once again, if you're just now joining us, this is basically the energy in the atmosphere, right? This is basically the thunderstorm's fuel, essentially. And like I said, you can see this. You can really see this here, and it's really showing a lot of energy. Well over 1,000. Like I said, that's once you break that 1,000 mark here, that's whenever things start to get a little serious, okay? And like I said, taking a look here back at those lower level winds there, they are screaming to the north. Like I said, we have these winds here, a couple thousand feet up, about 2,000 to 4,000 feet up here, which is not too high up in the atmosphere. But these winds across those levels are screaming north. They are moving very quickly to the north. And what that means is, like I said, that is what we call the lower level jet stream. And like I said, we take a look here at the winds across the mid levels, and you notice how they change directions. They turn from the north to the northeast as you go up higher in the atmosphere. So that wind directional change, like I said, that change in wind direction and change in wind speed creates rotation in the atmosphere with some thunderstorms that try to form. So whatever thunderstorm fires off, it's going to run into the winds that's going to start rotating as the storm rises. So that's going to be bringing a big probability. Like I said, I mean that's kind of a big thing, right? So we're gonna need to really be watching out for it because, like I said, the environment looks absolutely primed for the possibility of some nasty storms. Like I said, the potential of maybe some large tornadoes being a good probability. Like I said, this has been in the models here for the last few days, and this is looking quite possible. I was actually tracking this while we were doing that that winter weather coverage yesterday. Off stream, I was actually looking at the models and diving into it. But, I mean, like I said, guys, it does look very, very nasty. And like I said, those temperatures are going to be warming up, too. I mean, you can see that cold front push through. I mean, look at that. Look, the temperatures, how they go up in the 70s and 80s, and then boom, gets cooled down. Yeah, watch this. Watch right here, guys. So watch right there, basically on the far southeastern corner of the panhandle of Texas. Look, it goes from like 40 degrees, right? It goes from 40, it warms up to 80, and then the cold front pushes through and boom, pushes those back down there. So like I said, it's a pretty potent cold front from what it looks like too. And another thing we look at is the dew points. Like I said, anything over 60 is like good moisture for the storms. And yeah, I mean, we have that. You can really see that dry air blasting from behind. I mean, that's basically what that's showing there. Is on the west. You see all of this stuff? That's all dry and cold air, essentially. So basically what's happening here is all of that dry and cool air is slamming against the backside of this front here. And we have the warm air that's actually pulling up. We actually have warm air that's coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. So, and you can see as we play this in motion how basically all that cold air slams against that warm air and just knocks it out of the way, essentially. So it's just really interesting to see. But a lot of cool and dry air is pushing behind this main front here. Which, like I said, that's going to create the interaction between the, like I said, it's going to create the interaction between the severe storms, stuff like that, between the cold and the warm air, creates the energy that's necessary for the thunderstorms to fire off here. But anyways, that's that's kind of what we're looking at. And like I said, I mean, it definitely looks pretty aggressive here, and you can see you can actually see that in motion if I was to play this here. I mean, you can see that system right here is going to be pushing through, how it comes down across the west and just blasts its way, basically here, throughout the Central Plains. Like I said, that's the areas where the nasty severe weather is going to be expected here. Let's see, I got some questions coming through here. Will Central Texas get impacted by the storm on Sunday? So, Central Texas here, I'm going to bring you guys back over here to the Storm Prediction Center here for a moment. So, according to the latest information on the Storm Prediction Center, like I said, they do have areas, as of now, this is equivalent to that slight risk, which like I said, that they have a risk here, they have a risk level from 1 to 5. 5 being the absolute worst, okay? 5 being the absolute worst. 1 being the least of a concern. However, if you're in that level, there is still a chance for life-threatening thunderstorms, okay? That's basically what the scale means, is that whatever level you're at is how, the likelihood and how severe the life-threatening storms could be, right, essentially. That's what that's talking about. So, they have that level 2 out of 5. They don't have a level 1 out of 5 for basically, 4+ days out. Now, they have a level 2 out of 5 across the yellow and a level 3 out of 5 across the orange. So, like I said, that level 3 there, that's the big threat. A level 3 out of 5 is a big deal. That is a very big deal. It has a lot of room to be upgraded if necessary. So that's kind of what we are that's kind of what we are looking at, right? So overall, like I said, areas here in north central Texas. Now this does move its way as far down south. I mean, it does move its way towards central Texas. Like I said, that 1 out of 5 severe threat will extend a little bit more further to the south, I'm sure. So keep that in mind there. But yeah, it's definitely something to watch out for. It definitely looks possible. But once again, the bullseye, the smack dab middle threat here seems to be across areas here, mostly of Oklahoma. Like I said, that's what we're looking at. Let's see. What are the probabilities for large tornadoes? So Logan, right now there is no exact breakdown, but I definitely say it's over 5%. Absolutely. Let's see. JCP says a slight risk, usually 2 to 5% tornadoes. Yes, so, depending on the threat. Yes, you can have a slight risk. A 2% risk is actually a marginal 1 out of 3 threat. A 5% chance is a slight risk, and then a 10% is a enhanced risk. 15% threat is a moderate, I believe, and so on. So that's that. And then, like I said, there is actually a high risk here, but like I said, right now we have there's a level right there. You can see level 1 marginal, level 2 slight, level 3 enhanced, number 4 moderate, and number 5. Like I said, number 5 is essentially the high risk. And right now, like I said, this far out, they have that one risk here. This far out being like for literally Sunday, for Sunday, they already have a level 3 out of 5 out in place. If that says anything. They only do that if they're really confident on something nasty happening. Yeah, the Storm Prediction Center only does that unless if they're very confident that something bad is going to possibly happen here. But anyways, that's that. I have a question about southeast Nebraska for severe weather on Sunday. Do I think southeast Nebraska will be affected or no? So southeast Nebraska, as you can see, is not in the main risk here. Looking back over here at the models, I tell you what, like I said, back over here at the overall energy and stuff like that in the atmosphere that's going to be available. According to things, it does not really track its. I think I broke my view here. Here, I was going to bring this back. Let's bring back the RDPS. We'll switch to areas here. So there you go. So there's Nebraska. So you said southeastern Nebraska, right? Yes, southeast Nebraska. So taking a look here at that, I mean, you could see, if I switch back over here to the screen to make it fit a little better, the energy that's available here, it theoretically could get close to southeast Nebraska. I mean, you can see how the thunderstorm energy does move its way up into areas of Nebraska. Not saying that it's going to be anything, severe, but it's a possibility that, if with time, the models could support areas in southeast Nebraska. I say it's a good possibility. It's a good possibility as of now, but it's going to need watched, essentially. Will the 15% be upgraded to a 30% in northeast Kansas? So back over here to Storm Prediction Center, so yeah, you can see northeastern Kansas. As of right now, it's a little unknown at the moment what's going to happen. Like I said, right now we just got to really be watching out for the new model supports, and obviously what they're saying. What they're saying right now is really targeting these areas. Mostly central Oklahoma. Once again, like I said, throughout Oklahoma. If you know anybody in the state of Oklahoma, like I said, it'd be good advice just to let your friends and family know that there's a possibility of some nasty storms here on Sunday. Okay, once again, this is on Sunday, and like I said, once again for north central Texas, areas here cutting pretty much through the entire state of Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, there's a little 15% slight risk there, western Missouri, and cutting through a lot of Kansas too. Southeastern Kansas there, we actually have that enhanced risk there too. But that's that. That is what we are looking at. Do I think that Sunday could be upgraded to a moderate risk tomorrow? I mean, it's possible. I definitely think it has a good possibility of becoming a moderate risk at some point. Yes. Let's see. What time do I think this will roll through Dallas-Fort Worth? So according to the models here, as an estimate here, regarding the timing and stuff, if we were to take this down here to the south, obviously this barely includes Dallas. Now, obviously the thunderstorms could fire off as early as this will mostly be happening. There's really no specific time right now since it's still a few days out. But it shows that there's enough energy to fire off some thunderstorms before the main front gets there. So the main cold front's right here, and you can see how there's a lot of energy ahead of the cold front. So like I said, the cold front here is basically right here. That's where your cold front is. The cold air is backing right here. But there's a lot of energy available ahead of the cold front, and that is going to create the possibility of what we call prefrontal storms. Basically, storms that fire off inside what we call the warm sector, basically where all of that warm air pulls up. So basically, right in there, I mean, we could have storms firing off as early as the late afternoon, early evening hours on Sunday. That looks quite possible. Do I think that the enhanced could shift into Joplin, Missouri? So, like I said, back here over at the risk here, right now, Joplin, I believe is right there close to that 15% risk there. Now, right now, like I said, at the moment, there's not really any support to show that we will need an extension into those regions, but that's going to need to be watched here over the next few days. Once again, tomorrow night, we should have a lot more of the basically the more mid-range models, such as the NAM and the NAM 3K. Those models should start picking up on this storm here tomorrow. Okay, like I said, right now we're only we're basically looking at the early long-range models basically right now, because it's almost into mid-range model support. It's almost there. Tomorrow it will be. Let's see here. What will the wind be doing in northeastern Kansas? So okay, we'll take a look over at the winds for you. And I know that's probably a concern you guys are probably wondering about. So looking over here at the models, we'll take a look at the National Weather Service blend. You know, honestly, with this big storm system moving through, it would really not be impossible if we did see some strong winds out of it. I mean, seriously, you know, the rapid change in pressure creates the winds to really kick here. Oh yeah, no, look at that. The winds out of this event here could be pretty brutal. And alone, possibly 30 to 40, some areas near 50 miles an hour could be possible. I mean, that's a good possibility there. More up north here towards, you know, the Central Plains, you know, with the blend here, yeah, no, it could definitely get very windy. You know, once again, that big change in pressure is what draws the winds. Did you know that? It's not the winds are caused by the drastic change in atmospheric pressure. So if you have the pressure that starts rising really quickly, it's going to spike those winds really strong. And if it starts dropping really quickly, it's going to do the same. Now, if it kind of hovers even, then it's going to be pretty much calm, essentially. That's in most states, that's how that happens. You know, in most terms, that's how that happens. But anyways, that's what we're looking at. What are we looking at potential Cape for these? So Logan, it really depends on which model you look at, because there is a few models that support, you know, well over 500, and there's a few models that support well over 1500. So there's a big range right now. Essentially, here's the European model. We have not looked at this yet. The European model's opinion on this here, showing all of that instability moving through. Now, the European model is actually pretty aggressive. Wow. Yeah, the European model actually shows a lot of energy in the atmosphere here. Let's go ahead and bring this to the southern plains real quickly. But yeah, I mean, according to the holy cow, dude. Yeah, according to the European model there's a lot of energy in the atmosphere that looks quite possible. Look at that, over 1,500. So my exact point there. So it definitely appears that there's a lot of energy available for nasty, nasty storms here. I'm going to grab a sounding here, just a quick little view. Don't get confused off of this. Ooh, okay, so I am noticing something here that's, you know, kind of a forecaster standpoint. So first of all, okay, here's what I'm going to show you. So see that little notch, see that little angle right there? So that's telling me that there is a lot of, we call it cap in place. Basically, this is going to probably hurt the thunderstorms trying to form here. The cold front, depending on how strong it is, could theoretically break that, which it looks very, very possible. But there is a little bit of a cap there. However, the winds, though, the winds are very supportive of potential large tornadoes. Like I said, here towards the ground level, the winds are absolutely screaming to the north. And as you go up in the atmosphere towards, like, you know, at this level, we're about 6 to 9 kilometers up. And you can see how the winds change to the northeast, essentially. So there is a wind directional change. You know, there is a big change in wind directions here, which obviously that will create the environment that's necessary for, you know, tornadoes to actually develop. So that right there in itself is already a little bit concerning. But anyways, let's see here. What about Louisiana? So for Louisiana, I tell you what, yeah, we're going to take a look here at the southeast here regarding the available energy according to the ECMWF. So as this event tracks its way down in town, we're going to actually drop to the 12Z. This one doesn't go as far. So we track our way down to the time. There you go. Boom. Shows enough energy in the atmosphere here to possibly fire off some thunderstorms. And like I said, anything really over 500 is typically what you need to allow for severe storms to possibly happen. Typically over 1,000 is, you know, the Goldilocks zone. Anything higher than that's just kind of really heavy instability. I mean, we got some pretty mildish, moderate instability available. But the winds, though, on the other hand, the winds are absolutely nuts. Yeah, definitely. So I definitely do see potential of thunderstorm activity here in the southeast as well. You know, that possibly could even include Louisiana. The winds are more moving in the same direction, although, you know, weak tornado could possibly pop off out of that there. Dew points are here in the, what's that, the mid-upper, that's upper 60, that's 68 degrees dew points, which is very, very good for supplying the moisture that's required from the Gulf of Mexico to the storm. So overall, yeah, no, it looks, everything looks pretty good. Let's see here. On Sunday, is there going to be a stream? Absolutely. You bet, Yo-Yo. 100%. Let's see here. Is there a chance in Central... Central where? You just put, is there a chance in Central? Like I said, once again, here's the current risk that the Storm Prediction Center has out there, okay? Like I said, this is basically, the god of the thunderstorms, essentially. This is the Storm Prediction Center. A branch off the National Weather Service is called the Storm Prediction Center. And they have, like I said, the way this works here, okay, is they have the highest risk here for days, basically for days 4 through 8. Okay, so basically from Sunday, starting on Sunday here. The biggest risk they have is a 30% chance probability. And they already have that maxed out there. As you can see right there in the orange, that's the big risk. That's the big risk. And that's across areas here of northern Texas. That's across areas here of central Oklahoma and areas of southern Kansas here. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see here. Central Louisiana, Alexander area. So... back over here at the models, it does look that instability will track its way into Louisiana. That cold front eventually will move its way in. So, yeah, I mean, it looks possible that thunderstorms could exist. But once again, that's just one model's support there. That's just one model's opinion. Essentially, yeah. Essentially. But it definitely does look possible. This does look very, very possible. But like I said, my friends, if y'all have any comments or any questions or anything like that, please, guys, do not hesitate to ask me. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. I want you guys to stay safe out there. I want to keep you guys informed on everything here, because like I said, I mean, this event could be quite the storm maker. And like I said, obviously early warning is the best. Obviously, being aware of the situation before it happens is like the best thing that you can do, And like I said, once again, I'm here to alert you guys that areas here throughout, basically southeastern Kansas, central southeastern Kansas, western Missouri, northwestern Arkansas, literally pretty much through the entirety of Oklahoma and northern Texas. Like I said, that's kind of what we're looking at. When is the new Storm Prediction Center outlook for Sunday? It should come out around 2 a.m. Eastern. Usually when it comes out. Does Philadelphia have anything interesting like snow or any severe weather? Severe weather, probably not. I can tell you that right off the bat. Areas here, let's see, we're going to switch up here local to Pennsylvania. We're going to bring you guys over to this view real quick. So, for any snow, let's see, we're going to bring you up the precipitation type. All that fun stuff. So except for Philadelphia, right? Yep, Philadelphia. So there's Philadelphia right there. You all can see. According to things here, down in time, there is a little system that could drive through here. This is for the 27th, for Monday. So this is associated with that same system. A bit of snow for the northeast, as we've seen on the GFS, and obviously the ECMWF, the one we're looking at now, does support this. But nothing more than just rain for you. The American GFS model, on the other hand, supports, let's see, obviously the same system moving through, but yeah, for the most part, basically just rain. Maybe close winter precipitation to your north, according to GFS. But yeah, once again, it just looks mostly to be, like I said, it just mostly looks to be a rain type of situation for you. But other than that, nothing too crazy. Too cold for thunderstorms, too warm for winter weather. Let's see here. Could these storms possibly form along a dry line and stay isolated for a while? So there is a possibility. I really have a strong belief that these storms could fire off individual supercells, if that's what you're asking. I really think that's possible, in the warm sector. Now, like I said, between whatever model you look at, there is some models that support what we call a cap, essentially. Basically, that might have trouble firing off some storms. So I think that's a possibility, yes. Why is the NAM so off? Because the NAM is NAM. The NAM model has a mind of its own. No, it's really unknown why the NAM model is, not supporting as much activity as these other ones here, essentially. Let's see here. Do I think the storms for Sunday could go moderate? Yeah, I think that's a good possibility. If models continue to trend what they are, if not get a little bit worse, then yes. I mean, like I said, definitely the possibility for tornadoes is there. Yeah. Let's see here. Could you check the snow amounts for California? Yeah, of course. Yeah, let me actually pull you up the latest forecast here from the National Weather Service for you. When it comes to snowfall accumulation, so this is over the next 48 hours, essentially. Yeah, you see that? You see that yellow right there? That's basically where we were expecting 60-plus inches. So that's for Southern California. For Northern California, look at that. So the orange there is kind of showing about, anywhere from 40 to 50 inches of snow. And yeah, like I said, that like really bright yellowish tan, almost white color, that right there is, that's actually showing a possibility of like literally 60 plus. Do I think there's a chance for a high risk? Probably. I mean, probably, but a very low chance at the moment. Once again, I still want to hear more from the models before I start jumping the gun and saying, yeah, high risk looks very likely, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna say, I mean, probably not as of right now. From what I'm seeing right now, this does not really support any high risk activity. It does definitely possibly support moderate risk activity, but we'll see. Like I said, the only thing I'm a little lenient about is the instability. I mean, like I said, look at this. Here's the RDPS model. This is a Canadian mid-range, Canadian mid-range model, which does show a lot of energy. It shows a lot of instability in the atmosphere, right? Now, when you compare this with the American NAM model, basically the same model, but basically the Americans version, essentially, there's not as much. Like I said, we were looking over 1,000 plus on the Canadians, and we're talking literally just slightly over 200 on this one. So that's kind of what we're thinking about. That's kind of what we are seeing here. They will not issue a high risk to upscale growth on the squall line with 70-mile-per-hour winds. Like I said, before I really even start talking about all that stuff, like I said, this is still 4 days out. Obviously models can change, and there's a lot of disagreement here from what we tell. So obviously, tomorrow we'll have a much better idea than we know today. And obviously, even for the day before the event, that's when we're going to have like the best idea, essentially, if that makes sense. I think day 3 for Sunday is going to be like a slight or enhanced, maybe 15% with the severe day 2 outlook for tornadoes. What do I think? My analysis. Once again, it really depends on what the models continue to support. Well, like I said, we'll just need to definitely watch out for it. Let's see here. What are the wind speeds for central Louisiana? So, like I said, yeah, back over here towards to the models. Take a look at the blend here. Like I said, I mean, according to this here, like I said, we are seeing the possibility for a lot of some pretty gusty winds out of this here too. Which, let me go and bring you guys over here. So the wind gusts, like I said, here's the blend of models. Obviously, taking you a bunch of mixed model opinions here, and blending it all together. Does show those winds there, throughout like basically central. Yeah, towards like Alexandria, Lafayette regions, Lake Charles areas. Yeah, showing over 30 mile an hour. So that's some gusts. Once again, this is gusts. Basically what the winds could get up to. Okay, not necessarily this is constant. This is not constant winds. This is the gusts. What the winds could peak up to. Okay. Now I want you to remember that. But I mean, yeah, most areas here throughout Louisiana could easily see wind gusts maybe 20, 30 miles an hour, which I mean, it's possible. Severe weather forecast guy says I think it's enhanced or moderate risk. That's kind of the safe bet to take is enhanced or moderate. For the people who are wondering about it, the high risk, I don't see it right now. I really do not see it right now. But we'll continue to watch it. We'll definitely we'll continue to see that. I mean, like I said, who knows? The models could change. Models could definitely change. Let's see here. Models have been supporting upscale growth quickly after initiation. This will not be a big tornado outbreak, if anything, mainly a windbag. We'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely see here. Can I check the dorms? The storms for next week. 03062. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you here. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So, this is in, let's see. What is this, New Hampshire? Yeah, you don't got to worry about any storms here, obviously. However, or any thunderstorms, I should be more specific. However, there is, out of this event, like I said, guys, this will be bringing the possibility of some winter weather as well. Okay, keep that in mind. It looks very possible that winter weather could be a possible concern there. So according to the ECMWF, the ECMWF, the European model. Why I said that was American? Yeah, the ECMWF here. Down in time, according to this, like I said, he said here for basically New Hampshire, winter weather looks very possible. Yeah, I mean, at least across the Northeast here, I mean, between whatever model you look at, I mean, a lot of the models do support the possibility of winter weather out of the system as it advances into the Ohio Valley. Very, very possible. So keep that in mind, and definitely for New Hampshire and those regions there. Now the American GFS model supports here. Let's see, we track way down in time with this one. It also does support the snow. So it's a little early for snow accumulations as of now, but I tell you what, it might be something to watch out for because more winter weather does look possible. It looks possible. Let's see here. But that is, that's kind of what we're looking at here. Colton says, can I take a look here at 76450? Yep, I got you. Let's see. This is across Texas, Graham, Texas. Okay, yep. You're probably going to be in that area where the severe weather is possible. And I'll tell you what. Let me actually go ahead and bring you over to this view really quickly. Okay, so here's where you're at. So you're in Graham, Texas, right? So this is kind of around the zone where you're at here at the moment. If I was to bring out the Storm Prediction Center's outlook here, we'll go ahead and bring out the overall severe weather risk here for day 4. That is for Sunday. If it wants to load here. We're going to remove that. For some reason there, let's see. Spotter. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to look for, interesting. Severe weather here. Yeah, for some reason, day 4 risk does not always load. Anyways, but if we were to look over towards your area there, towards Graham, I mean, you're right there south of Wichita Falls, in which the Storm Prediction Center does have Wichita Falls in that 30% zone. You, on the other hand, you, my friend, are in that 15% zone. You're basically right under the 30. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see. Janice says, thanks, no problem. No problem at all. Tornado Clip says, hi, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing all right. Well, like I said, guys, seriously, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I heard there's another storm for Monday/Tuesday, similar to yesterday's. So that's kind of what I was looking at there just now, the possibility of that, winter weather potential. Now, I don't think it's going to be that much related to the one that happened over the last few days. I mean, it definitely could dump some snow. Don't get me wrong. It definitely could. Areas here, let's see, in the northern, obviously for the Midwest regions here, according to this here, I mean, it could. It definitely could. And this one kind of looks like a little bit more ice possibilities for the north. Obviously look at that. That purple showing the sleet, that red showing the, the freezing rain potential. Wow, 976 millibars. That is a very strong low pressure system. But anyways, regardless though, I mean, yeah, it does show the possibility. Let's see, we'll zoom in for the northern plains regions here. Yeah, but this one's impacting more areas east. Not as much of an impact, or hardly any impact at all, according to the GFS for the Dakotas. The European models take on this though. Yeah, like I said, basically the European models take on this, however, shows basically the same thing. And once again, maybe the possibility of some ice, yet again, being possible. Back over here to the Midwest region. Yeah, more ice looks possible for like areas of Wisconsin and Michigan. But that's the latest there. That is kind of what we're seeing here. How hard do I think that central eastern Oklahoma will get hammered? Well, like I said, I mean, central eastern Oklahoma is right there inside of that 30% chance probability. So, like I said, I mean, that's you're kind of in the big area for this event here. Now, I'll tell you what, like I said, back over here at the models, switching back over here real quickly, according to some of the available instability that's there. Like I said, I mean, it looks definitely. I mean, obviously the energy, it will be persistent across your location. Obviously, there will be possibly enough energy, kind of a little bit, scarce, essentially. There's really not that much energy available here, but that does look to grow as the cold front does get closer to you. The models, like I said, right now, the mid-range models, which is this one, this is as far as it goes out right here. So obviously it's still a little bit early to tell, but yeah, you're definitely in one of those biggest areas that could definitely be impacted pretty well. And like I said, definitely, I do believe the tornadoes could be a very big concern there. You know, once again, with that lower level jet stream we have in effect there, I mean, yeah. We got very strong, very strong mid levels, 500 millibar, yeah, nearly, yeah. That's gonna bring possible damaging wind concerns, absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, Monday storm might start off central Wisconsin, mixed precipitation, then transition into heavy snow according to various models. Yeah, that does seem to be the greatest probability as of right now. Once again, kind of showing those. Once again, kind of showing those areas here, starting off as a lot of rain moving into the way, and then turning into that kind of mixture, sleet, freezing rain type of ordeal, and then eventually turning into snow, possibly overnight, as the colder air really starts to back into it. Does anyone know how much snow the Twin Cities got? Okay, let's see. Well, I'll show you what the latest info says about this. Let's see. We'll move back over here to the observations to observe snowfall here. According to the latest info, let's see, the last 72 hours snowfall. According to areas near 10 inches, south of it got nearly 12. Or, yeah, south of it, these maroon red shaded colors are over 12 inches. But, I mean, that's as of, let's see, this was as of 6 a.m. Central. Okay, so this is as the snow was moving out, essentially, so. But, yeah, so some areas got over near a foot. Absolutely. Can I look at zip code 73099? Yeah, of course. Yeah, no problem, guys. Like I said, if y'all have not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, guys. Absolutely hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, y'all. Thank you so much. You'll absolutely rock here. So this is west of Oklahoma City. So, and then, yeah, Oklahoma City smack dab in that 30% there. So, Gamer Dev, you're going to want to watch out for Sunday. Definitely going to want to watch out for Sunday. Like I said, you're literally smack dab like in the middle of that 30% risk there. So, we're going to have to watch out for that. Absolutely. Is it possible to have snow in Louisiana after the cold front? No, not necessarily. No, once that cold front moves through, it's going to be bringing nothing but dry air. And the temperatures are not going to be cold enough to produce any winter weather on the backside either. Let's see, I've been done with winter. Yeah. Let's see here. Wyatt says, can I look at 76182? Yeah, I can look that up for you. This is across. Okay, this is in Texas as well. This is basically right in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Yeah, right in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, Dallas-Fort Worth is included. You can see right there, Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas is right there with that severe weather risk. So, yep, you got to watch out for Sunday as well, obviously. You got a 15% chance of seeing severe weather on Sunday as of now. Now, just note that this could definitely be upgraded. And like I said, as of right now, it looks to be a big possibility of some damaging wind gusts and perhaps maybe a few tornadoes. Does seem to be possible. The new NAM update is almost reaching the event. Let's see. Yeah, so I know that the NAM is running currently. The NAM 3K is as well. Let's see here. 00Z here. Or is that, I think that's the recent one that just came out here. Let's see. Mix layer K. Dude. Okay, yep, it's not done yet, but it's getting there. It's 78% done. The NAM 3K is 98% done. Yep, the NAM 3K does not reach the event yet. Like I said, by tomorrow we should have the high range, or the NAM 3K high resolution should be getting the beginning portions of the event, at least. Yeah, it should be. Let's see here. Hello from Middle Tennessee, everyone. What's up? Hope you're doing good, White Wolf. Glad to have you here. But obviously the GFS reaches the event here. I mean, it does have the amount of energy. I mean, stretching up into Nebraska. You know, that low pressure system located right there. Like I said, the models is really crazy. Really, really crazy. yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. So obviously, with with everything going on, like I said, that low pressure system does look to be pretty strong. Like I said, according to a lot of the models here. I mean, like I said, this guy is showing like 970 millibars. Yeah, honestly, that big change in pressure would likely cause some strong winds there. Yeah, this one also shows 970. Interesting. What about Joplin? Joplin, like I said, right now at the moment, currently, as of risk standards, Joplin is, I believe it's in the 15% risk area. Which let's see, Joplin is in the 15% area. Let's see. By the looks of it, I think this will be a big squall line. Yeah, I mean that definitely does seem to be possible. Like I said, I really do think though that there could be some prefrontals on it too. Basically storms firing off here ahead of the. Yeah, I definitely think it's possible that storms could definitely fire off ahead of the front as well. So that's that. So yep, definitely something we got to watch out for across those areas. Absolutely. But we're going to move that. But once again, everybody, like I said, if y'all have any questions, I mean, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we got you guys here. We'll be here for you. Like I said, once again, if y'all are enjoying this, consider hitting that subscribe button. Leave a like on it. Be greatly appreciated, my friends. Like I said, we are getting so close to 10,000 subscribers. Definitely means a lot to me, my friends. So thank you all so much for all of your kind support. You guys absolutely rock. But that's that. Joplin's going to get it. It depends. We'll see. James says, okay, what about Springfield, Missouri? So Springfield. Okay, so Springfield right at the moment is not in that 15% risk here, actually. Yeah, no, Springfield is to the east of it. However, the thing is at the moment, like I said, at the moment, there is, obviously, that marginal risk here would extend, possibly further out there. But we'll definitely watch out for those areas. I mean, like I said, definitely, Joplin's in that risk here, and, that's not too far away from Joplin. Gamer says, thank you for helping keep us safe with the news. Yeah, no problem. No problem, you guys. Like I said, I'm here for you. I just want you guys to understand what's going on here, possibly down in time. I just want to make sure you guys are, staying up to date with this. I mean, once again, obviously early knowledge is the best. Like I said, obviously I really think that, early knowledge is the best here, and definitely something that we should watch out for. Kansas City right now at a not even at the 15% risk right now, but like I said, we'll watch further updates and see what that has to say. Tomorrow night we'll have a much better idea. I have a feeling that a town is going to get hit in Oklahoma from a tornado in the storm. Hope not. Obviously, hope not. But that cannot be ruled out here at the moment. Let's see, tornado. Let's see, what was that? Tornado Chris? Is that your name? And Hurricane says, hi, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Hope Monday's storm does not drop much ice. That's where I draw the line, because it isn't fun to be without power. No, I hear you. I definitely hear you on that. I mean, it is definitely sucks, that's for sure. Absolutely. But look at that. I mean, that's just... Yeah, y'all see this here? I mean, we can already start to see this event kicking off here. I mean, like I said, we take a look here over at the NAM 3K in the future projections here of the future radar, essentially. We zoom in more into this here. Like I said, you can really see that there is essentially a low-pressure system that is tracking its way down here. You can see how it starts to kind of turn eastward. Like I said, eventually this will track its way into the country and move its way up here to the northeast. And like I said, with that being said, with that being done there, like I said, that's going to bring that, that possibility for, maybe some severe weather across areas, perhaps in these areas here. Roughly. Yeah, roughly in those areas. But that's that. I mean, like I said, then there's a possibility of, that bringing winter weather yet again for like Wisconsin. I mean, possibly a lot of ice. I mean, according to what the latest models have to say, I mean, European ECMWF and the American GFS model, they both talk about the possibility here of, maybe even, once again, that ice concern. So that's that. Sounds good to me, Andrew. Okay. Let's see here. I like tornadoes when they're in the middle of nothing, doing no harm to anyone. Yeah, pretty much. They're really beautiful. They really are. I'm in New York, right? At that arrow says Chadlin. Yeah, so like I said, this system will be moving towards that location. And like I said, though, I mean, there is the possibility of some winter weather out of this here, too. Once again, back over here at the models. Yeah, across the northeast, guys, like I said, we got to watch out possibly, for possible more winter weather out of this here. Yeah, definitely is something we should consider watching. Let's say here's a GFS model showing that system roll through. According to the GFS model, it really has that winter weather kind of ending like right in here. Yeah, it really has that. Basically has that winter weather basically at that black line and up. The European model, on the other hand, has that. Yeah, kind of around the same. Yeah, so it's mostly across those areas that we should watch out for. Let's see here. California is getting hit by a big snowstorm. Absolutely, yeah. That's actually the system that's gonna, possibly be bringing all this mess here. Like I said, you can already see it. Basically, it's just kicking a lot of moisture across, California right now, which is pretty crazy. Let's see here. Hack says 93546. Please, Drew. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I got you guys covered here. Let's see. This is for Mammoth Lakes, California. Oh, yeah. No, yep. You're, I believe Mammoth Lakes is like on the eastern sides of the mountains here, which obviously a lot of the expectancy here with all of this precipitation. I'll tell you what, let me actually bring you over to this view, okay? I'm going to bring you guys over back to that view right here. So Mammoth Lakes is right here. And whenever it comes to the models, like I said, whenever it comes to the models here, we'll switch back to an AM3K. Just as a reference, yeah, it looks like the, let's see. So it looks like, Mammoth Lakes does appear to be getting some snow out of this, absolutely. And possibly quite a bit here, too. So that's something we have got to be watching out for. Now, according to the forecast here, along the region here, yeah, like I said, the forecast, unfortunately, it's very, very difficult to look at here. That for that specific area. This is south of Bridgeport, which is somewhere right through there. But overall, total of snowfall is expected to be well over a foot. Well over a foot. But that's that. What model is more accurate on average? The European model is known to be the most accurate. But once again, you should not trust one model specifically, okay? But yeah, the European model is known to be the most accurate model. To an extent. Obviously to an extent there. But like I said, for my friends and family who's just now joining us, like I said, guys, we have ourselves a pretty big risk here for Sunday. Like I said, we're watching out for this Sunday. There's a possibility of a very, very nasty storm event to kick off here. Okay, like I said, obviously here for Sunday, like I said, there's a possibility we could be driving some severe weather across areas here of the northern Texas, cutting through Oklahoma, cutting through Kansas, western areas of Missouri, including Joplin, as we found out here, northwestern Arkansas included there as well. Once again, these states have got to watch out for it. Once again, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and Arkansas. You guys are currently in that risk here. And once again, the big risk here, or the bullseye, is across this orange color, and it covers much of Oklahoma. So it covers a lot of Oklahoma here. Basically southern areas of, I said southern Kansas there, pretty much northern Texas is included. That's that. Let's see, what's up, Javier? Hope you're doing all right. Michigan still has over 730,000 customers without power. Yeah, they definitely got a lot. Yeah, definitely got a lot. Javier says, I'm in Odessa, Texas. Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure Odessa is or western. If I'm not, Odessa is western. Yeah, Odessa's outside of that risk. I think you're a little too far west to get any of this from what I'm looking at right now. But anyways, just curious, flying from Salt Lake City to Victoria, Texas. Any problem in the forecast? There's been a lot of people that's actually been flying and asking for my advice here. But anyways, let's see. So from Salt Lake City to Victoria, Texas. So when are you flying? That's what I need to know. When are you flying? Salt Lake City. Oh, sorry, Saturday. I'm dumb. I didn't even read that. I didn't even see that there. So Saturday from Salt Lake City. Let me bring up the areas here. So first off, let me look here at the Salt Lake region. So Salt Lake City, Utah. And for Saturday. All right, yep. So Saturday. So it does not appear that you're going to be really having any concerns from what it looks like. Salt Lake City there, it does appear to be, yeah, mostly dry. However, Sunday, it looks like we're probably going to be getting a bit of snow moving through. So I think you're good. I actually think you're really good. Let's see. Thanks, Drew. No problem. No problem at all. Like I said, my friends, got you covered here. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, feel free. Rachel says, how does Dallas look on Sunday? And could the risk move more eastward? So the risk could move more eastward. I think it's a possibility. As the cold front does move its way east, I think you could be included with this. Right now, according to the storm prediction, we have that 15% risk there, which is equivalent to that slight risk of thunderstorms, level 2 out of 5. Higher the level, the more severe it gets. But whatever level you're in, remember, it is a severe weather risk. It means that there is a possibility for some strong to life-threatening thunderstorms. And you're in that 15% risk, which is that 2 out of 5 severe weather threat. So watch out for it. And yeah, that's for Sunday. That is for Sunday. Wisconsin still has 10,000 customers without power in the southern part of the state. Gotcha. Yeah, I know Michigan really got hit the hardest. I'll tell you what, we'll pull up the power outage map here. Let's see. Yep. Wow. Nearly 800,000 people in Michigan without power. Illinois, 34,000. Indiana, 2,000. Let's see. Minnesota really did not suffer that many people without power. I was actually, when we were tracking this storm yesterday, when we were live yesterday, that's kind of what we're talking about. But yeah, Wisconsin there showing nearly 10,000. What does a 3 out of 5 severe weather threat do, essentially? So it depends on the event. But a severe weather threat, 3 out of 5, is basically saying that you have a very good probability of seeing some severe weather overall. A very high possibility of seeing severe weather overall. As well as, like I said, with the severe weather possibility, potentially a few strong severe storms are possible. Let's see here. Fame says 28377 anything. So let's see. Let me pull this up for you real quickly. North Carolina, Red Springs. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing really in the forecast for you. Anything crazy anyways. Over here to the Mid-Atlantic. Let's see. Oh, wrong screen there. There we go. Oh, see two of me there. There we go. All right, so according to things here, I mean, really nothing much. The cold front out of this system we're talking about here that could drive some winter weather across the Northeast, it appears to be breaking up over the Appalachians and Smoky Mountains regions. So, yep, should not be bringing any problem for you anytime soon. I think you're good. Coming back on Monday night. Thank you so much. No problem, Rex. No problem at all, my friends. Yeah, no, that's really far down in time for this guy, but yeah, we're not watching that one right now. That's still very far out. I remember you guys talking about for days for the 2nd and the 3rd and 4th. Yeah, a little too early though. I mean, that's still like way more out there than I'd like to forecast. I really don't like forecasting more than 5 days out, essentially, unless there's some serious agreement on the models. Thanks, man. Keep up the work. Thank you, Fame. But anyways, that's that's what we're looking at there. But like I said, overall with this event here, I mean, we're gonna get this low pressure system right up here in the west. Yeah, this will track its way down here in time, move its way into the southwestern United States, bringing a lot of snow, continuous across areas here of California. and then kick its way up here across the central U.S. There you go, right there. Yeah, the European model really shows that line. Look at that. Wow. Very well defined. Let's see. Big old cap there, though. That would probably cause some problems with formation. Is Wisconsin done with the snow? Yes, Wisconsin is mostly done with the snow. Right here on the current radar view, or for now at least, out of this system, the radar is mostly done. There is a little bit of snow showers. Still kicking through, but the main accumulation, the main event is mostly done. Across Wisconsin. So, yeah, you're mostly good. But that's that. I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at here at the moment. A special weather statement effect here. Let's see what's going on over here. Snow squall will... Oh, there we go. Look at that. Snow squall will affect portions of Paradox Valley. Snow squall can rapidly reduce visibility to less than a quarter mile. Interesting. But that is that, my friends. We're gonna bring on the shades here. My eyes are starting to get affected by the monitors. Like I said, after a while of being live, my eyes get really bad looking at monitors. Like I said, I have 4 monitors up. I have one right here, which is over there, one right there, one right there that you guys are on, and then the one right here. Which is crazy. Frost Blossom says, hello, what's up, Frost? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. And once again, my friends, like I said, if y'all have any questions at all, I mean, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we got you guys covered. You know, we're here for you. Like I said, if you guys could, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated, my friends. Like I said, it'll help out with the channel. We are getting so close to 10,000. We can do it, my friends. I know we can. And like I said, seriously, a big thank you to all of you guys out there for being amazing, and obviously, you know, just being the best community I could ever ask for. I mean, seriously, you guys are awesome. You know, love you all. Just want you guys to stay safe out there. Got some lake enhanced snow into Michigan. This is Logan. Gotcha. Well, here's the thing. We still have a little bit of snow actually in western Michigan popping off right now. A bit of snow showers rather than anything. Yeah, the big event here is pretty much done essentially. As you can see, it's been moving, pretty much done and almost out of the way here, which is good news. I mean, we're done with that event there. we're tired of it. But that is let's see. I have a question. Is it gonna rain in Rudy? Rudy where? there's like a lot of Rudys, I'm sure. Let's see. Let me look though. Rudy, Arkansas, maybe. That's not. Hold on. Let me pull this up. That's not Rudy, Arkansas. Let's see. So Rudy. Is it in Rudy, Arkansas? And you want to know if it's going to rain across the way. Okay. So this is in western, northwestern areas. So I tell you what. You, my friend, right there in Rudy, you might have the chance for thunderstorms, like I said, for Sunday. Once again, we got that risk there. Does include areas of Arkansas, you know, northwestern side. You know, there's going to be a pretty good probability that these will track in towards your area. You know, there's a good probability that you will get some storms here on Sunday. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. What is? I can't hardly read your name there because my. Let's see. Dogman says, "Hi, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, my friend. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, like I said, feel free to let me know. You know, we got you guys covered here. If you want to take a look at the models, if you want to take a look at whatever, like I said, let me know. But like I said, I mean, yeah, this event here for Sunday does look to be pretty interesting. And like I said, I really believe that there's a good possibility that, you know, we could be seeing some tornadic activity out of this here. Once again, we take a look here back over at the models, and like I said, I mean, the models have been in some serious support here. Like I said, really showing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, really showing the possibility of a decent amount of energy according to the RDPS model here. A lot of energy available for thunderstorm activity, and perhaps, like I said, perhaps severe weather possibilities too. Scott Warren says, thanks for updates. No problem, dude. No problem at all. But I mean, yeah, but look at that. I mean, seriously, it's just there's just a lot of energy available in the atmosphere. Like I said, seriously, I really just I don't know. We'll have to watch out for this. Like I said, it's very, very concerning here. You know, the lower level jet stream showing some very strong northerlies. Upper levels of the atmosphere change to northeasterlies. Yeah, no, this screams tornado potential. You know, to me, this screams there's a big tornado probability. Whenever it comes to the damaging wind possibilities as well, looks quite plausible. Yeah, so that's that here. Let's see. Overall energy, let's see, is there. If I was to grab a little sounding here, let's say near Wichita Falls, essentially. A little bit of a cap. It could be a problem, maybe. Let's zoom out on this here for a moment. So, let's see. Oh, I wish I could zoom into that. There we go. There's the SKUT right there. So, pretty dry mid-level of the atmosphere. That theoretically could produce some hail. Downdraft, yeah, downwards cape there is what, 884 above. Yeah, damaging winds looks very probable. The wind directional change here does indeed support tornadoes. So, I think that tornadoes could be a big possibility here. Which, if we take a look here at the hodograph, yeah, you can see that. You can see how it kind of arcs like this. See how it has like that turn to it. Yeah, that's showing that wind direction changing or obviously the wind's changing directions, stuff like that. Let's see. Eye drops help my computer when working, or help my eyes when working on a computer. Yeah. Ugh, they do. That they do. Do we have a potential bust? It's a little early to tell there, Rain. Is Gonzales, Texas, in the risk area on Sunday? Let's see. Gonzales, Texas. This is basically, okay, this is east of San Antonio. At the moment, there is not a risk out there. The models, yeah, you can see the models kind of showing that line going just north of it, though. But that's that. That is that, my friends. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. I think I'm going to head off here for right now. Tomorrow, we're going to give you guys more of an update here on the, obviously more of an update here. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. What's the risk for Tulsa, Oklahoma? So Tulsa is actually in that 30% chance probability. Yeah, Tulsa is actually at that big risk there. In which you can see right there. If you look down here, you can see Tulsa, Oklahoma is in that equivalent to an enhanced risk there. The big risk. Is it going to snow in Connecticut? Possibly. Yeah, like I said, this system could be bringing a bit of snow here. You know, for some of these areas, essentially. You can see Connecticut barely scraping there, according to the GFS, the ECMWF. The GFS on this opinion, though, has it moving through there. But that's that. You know, that's kind of what we're seeing here. But I mean, yeah, you can see that. Look at that big dip right there. That's the big system that's going to be driving through. Let's see. Hype says, see you, Andrew. Have a great night. You too. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend. Like I said, yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight. Let's see. John wants me to take a look here. Okay, I got you. Let's see. John wants me to take a look here at 77204. Across Houston, Texas. All right, yeah, same thing kind of for Houston. The risk does not stretch into Houston yet. Let's see here. And like I said, obviously the model here showing that cold front go through. It kind of appears that cold front's just going to be defined just north. Yeah, essentially just defined just north of Houston. So I don't think as of now, Houston does not seem to be in a big problem. But just know that can definitely change. But all right. Little White Wolf says, thanks, Andrew. No problem. No problem. Gamer Dev says, thanks. No problem, you guys. But all right, my friends. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for right now. Once again, if you guys did enjoy it, absolutely crush that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it, my friends. Thank you all so much for obviously being amazing. And thank you all that. Like I said, we're so close to 10,000 subscribers. Share this with your friends, guys. Share it, get the word out there. Obviously, like I said, we're counting on you as well to help keep people prepared and help people, help keep people safe out there. Because, like I said, you guys can help too. You guys can share this live stream with your friends and family. You can tell them to hit that subscribe button. That way, if they know anybody near these areas, they can relate to their friends or family. Like I said, if you know somebody, just send this live stream to them without thinking. Just send it out there. And like I said, we can get that word out there, guys. Once again, though, thank you all so much for everything. You guys absolutely rock. Love you all. Please stay safe out there. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to have a much better update, a much more in-depth update than we do tonight. Tonight was just kind of a long-range view of it. Tomorrow should be knocking the models into the mid-range and stuff like that. So that is kind of what we are talking about here. But anyways, that's that, guys. Once again, thank you so much. Let's see, I have many homes, and I can count on you. No problem, John. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Like I said, guys, seriously, like I said, if there is a question that you have, feel free to tag it down, feel free to put it down in our Discord. Like I said, we have a Discord, everything like that, and everything like that. But that's that. Cole says, thank you, Andrew. No problem. No problem at all. All right, my friends. Once again, thank you all so much for joining us. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. Greatly appreciated. And all right, my friends. Thank you all so much for joining us. And we will catch you guys here in the next one. Peace out, my friends. We'll see you later on tomorrow.